December 13th marks the 6-year anniversary since the reveal of Hytale. And once again, it's that time of year where I take a look at the latest blog post and see what's going on with this game. And let me tell you, today's blog post is the blog post. And if you've watched any of my Hytale content before, you'll know I have never said anything close to that, but this one is genuinely fascinating. Quick lore dump, if you don't know, Hytale is a Minecraft-like game being developed by Hypixel Studios. Today, we're going to be looking at the Winter 2024 blog post, so let's jump in. Back in our summer update, John explained how much of this year would be about achieving an internal milestone called filling in the blonks. We're happy to say that blonks has been a big success. Work concluded last week with an internal playtest that truly exceeded our expectations. Players jumped into new custom worlds and built together, explored the capital, queued for simple minigames, and experienced a basic version of the adventure loop. These experiences are placeholders, but they represent the meaningful progress we've made towards rebuilding Hytale in an engine that is far more robust and future-proof. We're starting to see the benefits of our new engine over the old, particularly when it comes to networking and social features. In late November, we celebrated getting 100 players online in the capital at the same time, a bar we hadn't hit in Legacy. Now, they did go on to share some new concept art, but as always, I'm just going to skip over these because you never know if it's making it to the final game. Our creative team continues to work with our technical teams to bring the new engine up to and ultimately beyond the standard we set previously. You can see some of that progress below. So in this comparison, we can see how colored blocks illuminate surrounding blocks, and the difference between the Legacy engine and the new engine is genuinely night and day. Don't get me wrong though, I don't think the Legacy engine was bad. In fact, I do think it has a bit of a charm to it. You can't deny though, that new engine looks so smooth. It's a massive upgrade. Expect to see more progress like this as we work through next year's rendering milestones. Here's an example of what the new engine now allows our artists and builders to achieve. Before we take a look at this footage, let me just say, this to me is absolutely stunning. Like, this is what's going to set Hytale apart. I love the art direction, and in the new engine, it's amazing. Have a look at this. This clip demonstrates the progress we've made when it comes to recreating Hytale's visual identity in the new engine. Honestly, seeing that, I am beaming. I love it. The team has also made big strides in terms of our build tools and creative functionality. Below, you can watch a builder use an early version of our prefab library tool to create a rustic scene along with more of that promised new music. There are many placeholder elements in this clip too, including work-in-progress UI elements, biomes, and rendering. One of the promises when Hytale was announced is that it would be very creative forward, not even in the sense of like YouTubers, but simply people that like to create. Now, even though this clip in particular doesn't get me as excited as seeing that lighting in action, it's still really cool to see because I know a lot of people will flock to this game just for this element. We're happy to say that our creator outreach program has been going well and is delivering a huge amount of value to the project. We're excited to announce that we intend to bring in the first external creator team to work in the new Hytale engine in mid-2025. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is something John Hendricks said in relation to 2025. The job ahead is to bring the gameplay and content over from our legacy engine, a process which is often referred to as porting, and get into playtesting as soon as possible. The first half of the year will see competitive and creative play take center stage to prepare for playtests in the second half of the year. At that time, we'll be focused on adventure and social gameplay. We'll also continue to move fundamental systems and features like tools, world gen, NPC behaviors, rendering, and personalization forward so that they do not fall behind. That's everything major from the blog post, so let me share my thoughts really quick. First off, that new gameplay, Chef's Kiss. I mean, you can hear the excitement, right? I'm a big fan of that. I also really like the transparency with the timeline, because reading John's statement there, it tells you, hey, the game isn't coming out in 2025 because in the second half of the year, they're planning to do playtesting. For me personally, I'm not rushing to see Hytale release, but I was itching a little bit for just a little bit more transparency. If you're only going to do 1 or 2 blog posts a year, you got to add like that little bit of spice. And I feel like they've done that with this one. This has been the best one so far. If you do want to keep up with Hytale news though, and you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button, because as soon as we get something exciting, I'll let you know. Thanks for watching. Peace.